and then there was one. First time run, made the second fastest run we have all weekend, fastest that we were actually trying to bracket race with. Went 7:58, pretty solid. He's here today. You gonna get service?
Yeah.
Went 7:58. I'll have Cragen put his runs in the video as well. But it was 22 on the tree, so pretty decent enough way to start the day. Where have you been all weekend? Where have you been all weekend?
Alabama.
At?
World Finals.
Because?
Cuz?
He won the Verge Series championship and got qualified for the IHRA World Finals. I was giving him a chance to brag on himself, but he wouldn't do it. But Aaron's here today, so we're going to see.
It was Windy Hollow.
Windy Hollow.
Yeah. Track championship.
And then I'm going to do it, Clay. I'm just going to walk. I'm just going to walk on over here to you because we were already filming. What happened?
What do you mean?
Got outrun?
Well, yeah. You know, you bring a street car out here to go racing, you would expect a guy with an all-out race car to outrun you. You know, he ran a 682 to my 685, so I mean, you know, I guess he wants to brag that his race car is faster than my street car. You know, I was running 682s last night and yesterday, so yeah, it was good. You know, didn't have real good light. Still better than his, but got to tighten up a little bit going into that.
I saw the 8 pop up on the board, and I was like, I wonder who had better light.
Yeah, oh, it was better than his, but you know, it was fun. It was all in fun, and you know, it's nice to see a senior citizen win a race every now and then. You know, it's exciting for us.
All right, round 1 of elimination coming. hit. I thought that was it. I thought it was only single buyback, so I kind of lost my stuff there after the run, but kind of started to level back down, I guess. Got one more chance. First round I was 22 on the tree, and Jim was 12, and I was 3 off, and couldn't get there. And then this previous round I was, what was I, 18 on the tree. She was like 35 or something, and I gave it back. So I'm trying. I've got good lights today. I'm seeing it pretty well, but I'm yet to turn on a wind light. So I'm gonna have to see if I can't do something different on the top end, I guess. It's been rough up to this point, so we will see. We'll see what happens. Stay tuned. Round number 3 is coming up. I don't know if Aaron won or lost because I haven't seen him yet. But you all know. So just keep watching and we'll see what happens, I guess. We're the only 2 left out of our group on the Sunday for Hallothanksmas. I finally turned on a wind light. I was 40 to her 90, 3 wumps, took off about 300s, and you had to buy.
Yeah, I had to buy going in that round. 11 cars left. Had a close race around before, pretty decent light, and slowed down a little bit, but just had covered on the tree.
Is there anything you're gonna do different, or are you gonna do everything the same?
Just do my routine and go up there, try to just try to do my thing. I don't worry too much about it. Don't overthink it. So.
All right, stay tuned. Round 4.
Yeah, I guess it is.
Round 4, coming on. I was 27 on the tree, and she was 29. I was 2 over, and she was 1 over. So it was a really good race. But doing one more here, and we haven't got to race them all year.
Yep.
So before I hang it up, I'm going to kick Aaron's ass. So stay tuned to watch. I'm not going to say that. That would have sounded really bad. Stay tuned to watch this final run. This is the final round. I have been home for a while, and the reason I'm doing this so late at night is because earlier I was really in no shape to film. First off, congratulations to Clay making the final round. That was awesome. 1 win light short, but he made a pretty good run in the final. Look at that. It's 11 years. Not over there, and not even the trophies. I don't even mean that. I just mean everything. I've got souvenirs and gifts and things from all kinds of people will go along with the trophies and the pictures and everything. And it's 11 years of history sitting right back there on those tables and on the walls and whatever. That last run against Aaron, I held 0.4 of a second. I dialed down to 790. Dialed up to 790, and he took some weight out and dialed down to 790. We wanted to run each other one more time, and I started womping at like 200 feet and womped pretty much the whole way down the track, and somehow managed to hold him off and hang a wheel. I don't know how I did that. Dad and Rob didn't think I was going to be able to do that, holding 4/10, but I did. I went 792. It's crazy. But that's a good way to go out, I guess, against Aaron. And Aaron, if you're watching this, I love you. Thanks for doing that with me. Rob, and Aaron Sipple, Phil Cromer, Ken Chapman, James Reeves, Clay King, Roger King, and all Carter, Tyler, Noah Gent, just everyone. I'm blanking. Just everyone that's ever done this with us and been a part of this with us. I want to say thank you, because it's there's no better way a kid could have grown up than that right there. And it made me mad. It made me sad. And it's made me happy over the years. But if I didn't care about it, it would have never made me any of those things. And that's why I love racing. And it's going to be different. I'm going to say the YouTube channel isn't going to be too much different. Obviously, no junior dragster racing, but the YouTube channel is going to be the same. We're still going to all the big events and whatever and filming, just like we do anyways. But I don't know about next year for driving-wise. You could see me back on the strip. You could see me on the dirt. Or you could have to drive all the way up to my house and watch me sit on the couch where everybody else races. I don't know. We haven't made it that far yet. 11 years. If you can get anything from watching my videos, make any connection, you can tell how much this means to me and it's meant to me. And I want to say, if you want to get involved in this, it's the greatest thing you can do in the world is get involved in racing. But if you're going to get involved in it, you've got to love it, and you've got to live it. You got to eat, sleep, and breathe racing. And that's what I've done, and that's what I'm going to continue to do. When we started this in 2015, I was obviously a little boy. I wouldn't know anything anyways, but Dad didn't know nothing about this. And we've depended on people, good people, to teach us the things that we didn't know. And we've come a long way. And I've become a really good driver over the years. And it's taken a lot. It's taken a lot of work. Dad's worked so much for this. Ever since I was old enough to really understand what work was and work, I've worked a lot for it. Not as much as him. But when you want something, regardless of if it's basketball or football, or if you want to be a professional brain surgeon, whatever it is, you've got to want it, and you've got to fight for it, and you've got to work. And you cannot quit when things get rough. And I've lost championships by not a lot. You know, 100th of a second one time. Got beat out of runoff by 8th thou one time. And that right there is when you say, okay, I'm done. I can't do it anymore. But you got to keep going, because that's what I did. And if I can do it, anybody else can too. I'm no role model, but if you kids can learn one thing from me, it is that if you want something and you really want it in your heart, you've got to fight for it. And you can't take no for an answer. You can take criticism, constructive criticism, and when you say, what did I do or what's wrong, and someone tells you, but when you know something in your heart, you cannot take no for an answer. It doesn't matter who's telling you. It could be your best friend. It could be someone you never knew. It could be your dad. It could be your mom. It could be your uncle. And that doesn't mean fight them and go at it with them. But you can't take no for an answer, because doing that is giving up. I never took no. And I've won 17 races. And it doesn't seem like a lot compared to some people, but it's 17 more than a whole lot of people have ever won, so I don't know. Just looking around all this stuff. It's been my childhood, and it's been the best childhood anyone could have ever asked for. And I've been doing this for about 6.5 minutes now, so I better wrap it up. I just want to say thank you one more time to everyone who's ever made this possible, especially my dad. And this is not goodbye. I will be back behind the wheel. As a matter of fact, this December I'm going to be go-kart racing in a series, but I'm not really going to count that as a race car. It's going to be fun. We're going to make videos, but it's not really going to be a race car. But as I was saying, this is not goodbye. This is a I will see you later. And I want everyone to know that that's watching this. Anyone who I've ever raced against thinking, yeah, he's done. He's going away. Hell no. Hell no. I'm coming back. First chance I get. And I'm coming back for every one of you. I'm kidding. I'm coming back because I love racing. And I love the people in racing. And it's the greatest thing in the world. I am Donovan Rose, and I am racing. I love it. Love you all. Thank you for being a part of my journey.